Hello friends, and many blessings to you all. Welcome to another Friday pick a card, or should we rather say pick a bundle. Today is the 7th of June, and I've again got 3 bundles ready for you. For those of you who are connecting with me for the first time, welcome. I do hope you enjoy this feature that I have available. This is something I do every Friday. And basically what I've done is I have put together 3 piles of cards for you, taking cards from various different decks. I'm not using the same cards as I used last week. I'm going to be using something or some different cards. So all you really, oh, and I'm also going to be using my charms today. Those of you who are aware or familiar with my charms, you'll know how it works, but we're going to draw some charms as well. So in front of me here, I have 3 piles, and all you really need to do is to close your eyes and take a deep breath, clear your mind, clear your heart, clear your soul. Allow yourself to be guided to pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. One of these piles will have a combination of cards giving you a message that you really need to hear today. So take that time now. If you need to pause the video while you focus on pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3, then that's absolutely fine. Take your time, really allow your intuition to guide you, allow your intuition to help you select a pile. I'm going to, at this stage, remove the other piles so that we're only focusing on 1 pile at a time, and I will do the reveal 1 at a time. You are obviously welcome to watch the entire video, but otherwise just use the timestamps below or the videos on the blog to direct you straight to your pile of your choice. So just to remind you, on my left over here is pile number 1. The one in the center is known as pile number 2. And on the far right hand side here we have pile 3. The cards that I'm using today, there's a crystal card in there, there's Ascended Masters Oracle cards, I have used my tea leaf fortune cards, there's tarot cards in there, and I'm also going to be using the charms. So that makes it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different divination systems that are being used to give you the message that you need today. All right, so I hope you have your pile selected. I'm going to move on to pile number 1 now. So I am going to just pause the video, and if you are pile number 1, if you've chosen pile number 1, you can continue to watch. Otherwise, you can click the timestamp to go to pile number 2 or to pile number 3. Right, welcome to those of you who chose pile number 1. That is the pile that I have here in front of me. I have not revealed the cards as yet, so we're going to have a look and see exactly what we have. I'm going to move the cards sort of to the side so that we can look at them as we need to. This is our crystal. That is the crystal chosen for you today. And the crystal that you have, I hope you can see it there, is the sunstone crystal. Just to take you through the information that is on the card for the sunstone crystal, the color is typically orange, yellow, or like a reddy brown color. It can be clear, but can also be slightly opaque at times. Typically, they are quite small crystals. Availability, they are fairly easily found, especially here in the Southern Hemisphere, South Africa. And the keywords for the sunstone crystal for you is, I hope you can see it there, good fortune, willpower, and originality. So that is going to be a sort of the theme for your spread and for your cards today. So Sunstone will keep referring back to that card, but the message here for you is good fortune, willpower, and originality. Before I move on to our tea leaf cards, our tarot card, or our Ascended Masters Oracle card, I want to just grab a charm or 2, depending on how it works. It is a little bit noisy, so please forgive the sound. Right, looking at the charms that we have fallen here, or that has fallen, I hope you can see, but we have the charm that represents the masculine, we have the little stork, and we have the little mouse. So to interpret and to read those 3 charms is telling you that we need to be strong, we need to be courageous, we need to be in control of everything happening in our lives, because there are changes happening. That is what the stork here represents. It represents changes that are taking place. And we've got the little mouse, which is also something that nibbles away at something constantly. So it's telling you that the change is going to be slow. It's not sudden change. It's not happening instantly. It's going to be a slow progress. But we need to be in control. Remembering here from the Sunstone, we've got good fortune, willpower, and originality. So everything is going to be okay. I'm now going to reveal the tea leaf cards, if I could pick them up. Sliding them off the table is easier. So I've taken 2 tea leaf cards, okay, for this particular reading, and they typically are going to give us a symbol with an explanation and understanding. So we'll see how it all ties in. So the symbols that we have on these 2 cards, I just want to bring it up so that you can see, is the key and the funnel. So the key is telling you that there's a successful outcome to your problem. Remembering, we on the charms over here, we've got the masculine telling us strength and control, the change taking place slowly, and it's telling you successful outcome of your problem. So whatever it is that you're dealing with at the moment, whatever the problem is that you're facing at the moment, just know that it's going to be okay. Just know that you're going to get through it. It's not going to happen quickly. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be instantaneous, but there will be a successful outcome for you. The funnel is telling you that there's a period of frustration and that there are lessons to be learned. And isn't that true with the little mouse as well? If you have a little mouse in your home that's eating away at your cables and eating away at all your stuff, there's a lesson there. There's a lesson there that maybe we need to pack them away. Maybe we need to not leave them lying around, whatever the case might be. So it basically the key in the funnel is just confirming for you that this difficult period that you're going through at the moment, you are stronger than you realize. You've got everything that you need within you. The change is happening. It's coming about. But just like storks bring babies, and the change that the baby brings takes 9 months. It's not something that happens instantaneously. We've got the little mouse nibbling away. So the success is yours. It will happen, but it is going to be lessons learned. Okay, let's have a look at our tarot card and see how it ties into the message as well. Oh, wow. I want to just turn it so that you can see. I hope you can see that. It is the Strength card. So the Strength card is telling you that you are stronger than you realize. The Strength card is telling you that you have the inner strength to tame the lion that you need to deal with the problem that you're dealing with. Remember, we've got the good fortune here. We've got the success of the key. We've got the funnel telling us frustration, but we've got the strength for the change that's taking place. I love that. Such a strong message. And then the last card that we're going to have a look at here is the Ascended Masters Oracle card. And let's see how it ties into everything as well. And we've got Isis telling us we need to balance career and home life. So maybe the challenge that we're dealing with, the challenge that the frustration and the challenge and the problem that you're dealing with is about balancing home and work, about balancing everything that you do and just making sure that you've got everything well taken care of. So whatever it is that you're facing at the moment, use the energy of the Sunstone. Use the energy of the sunstone crystal, and if you have a crystal collection at home, see if you have one, a sunstone. They really are amazing. They're quite a reddy brown color, and when you put them in the sunlight, it's like they've got glitter inside them. So they really are a beautiful, beautiful crystal. So just tackle all your problems that you have at the moment. Just know that you are stronger than you realize, and everything is going to be okay. So friends, with love and blessings, thank you for watching. Thank you for allowing me to guide you on your journey. I do hope that this message brings you the answers and the clarity that you are looking for. I am sending you crazy amounts of love and blessings, and I hope you have an amazing Friday and an even better weekend. See you next week. Thank you. You may log off now because I'm going to move on to those who picked pile number 2. Right, hello to those of you who chose pile number 2. Welcome to Friday's Pick a Card bundle. I do hope you've had a good week so far. Just to remind you, in case you've come straight here and you didn't watch the introduction, this is pile number 2. Today we are using cards. We've got crystal cards for you. I've got tea leaf fortune cards. I have got Ascended Masters Oracle cards. I've got tarot cards in here, and I'll also be choosing some charms to go with the reading. So you've chosen pile number 2. Let's have a look and see what the message is for you. I'm going to just lay the cards out in an order here. All right. The first one we're going to have a look at is your crystal, and the crystal for you, I don't know if you can see that. Rose quartz, okay? We're all very familiar with rose quartz. We all know that rose quartz is the stone of love. So the rose quartz is typically always in a pink color. Appearance is pink, sometimes cloudy color. It comes in all shapes and sizes, big, small, etc. Very easily obtained. Key words for the rose quartz is unconditional love, peace, romantic love, trust, and harmony. So rose quartz bringing you the energy of love today. Before I move on to looking at these three piles, I want to choose some charms. For those of you not familiar with my charms, each charm represents something. So I'm going to give them a bit of a shuffle and just grab a couple of charms for an additional message for us. It is a little bit noisy, so just forgive it for a second. Oops, one went flying. I'm going to go and have a look at which one it was now. So the charm that went flying actually is the same as that one. Those two are actually the same charm. All right, so looking at what we have here, these two charms, it's actually, I don't know if you will be able to see it, but they are just different sizes of the same. They have the same meaning for me, and those two refer to clouds. And clouds, when we're looking at charms and we're doing charm readings, clouds are telling us uncertainty, that we don't always know what's happening. We can't always see clearly. Clouds also bring about a change in the weather, and not everybody gets excited when they see clouds in the sky. They prefer clear skies. So it's uncertainty, it's dark skies, it's saying that there may be a little bit of thunder brewing or something like that. We've also got the home, okay, the charm that symbolizes the home and the flower. So remembering here, we've got love, we've got unconditional love with the rose quartz. So it'll be interesting to see the message that's going to come through with the uncertainty in the home. The flowers talks about beauty, talks about tranquility, talks about gifts and happiness. So we're now going to move on to our tea leaf cards, and let's see the message. Oh, these ones are so difficult to pick up. Oh, right, I got it. So the first card that we have is, let me bring it up so that you can see, candle and wall. So the candle, it says that you will be shown the way. So whatever the challenges, whatever is uncertain, we've got the clouds and the uncertainty. So whatever is uncertain, whatever you are not familiar with, whatever is causing a little bit of trouble or difficulty, it's telling you, the candle, that you will be shown the way. Everything will be okay. The wall is telling you misunderstanding. So maybe the misunderstanding that is happening is around the home and our social, because the flowers is typically the gifts and the social. So whatever the miscommunication is, whatever the the misunderstanding, whatever it is, just know that you are loved. You need to love. Everything is going to be okay. You will be shown the way. Your home and your friends and your family and the community are there around you all the time, that you are totally okay. You will be shown the way, so just look for the signs, and maybe even look up to the clouds for the signs. That's quite interesting. Let's have a look and see. Right, I'm going to move on to now your tarot card to add to this message that we have today. And your tarot card is the Chariot. So the Chariot it's an interesting card. It's a card of movement. It's a card of transport, of getting from one place to the other. But it's also telling you that you need to remain focused. You need to remain focused on your end goal. You need to remain focused on where you're going, how you're going to get there, and what you're going to do when you get there. So again, we've got the uncertainty. So I'm now going to start putting all of this together. And I think the message for you here is, you're on a journey, you're going somewhere, you're heading somewhere, but you're not really certain, you're not really sure of where it is you need to go to. You're desperate for some love, affection, and unconditional acceptance. You will be shown the way. So even if you're not entirely sure on your end destination, just know that you are totally okay. This misunderstanding around the home and friends and family and all of that is actually a misunderstanding. So you don't have to try and clear it up. You don't have to try and understand it. Just accept it for what it is. And I think that's what the rose quartz is, accept it for what it is. Don't try and change it. Don't try and always understand it. Just accept it for what it is. But know that change is happening. Movement and change is taking place for you with the Chariot card. I'm now going to have a look at our Ascended Masters Oracle card. I always giggle because it's always so, the couple of times when I've done these pick a card bundles, it just blows my mind how they all just tie in so beautifully. So you got Serapis Bey, okay, so that's the Ascended Master that's come through for you today. You got Serapis Bey, and his messages go now. So whatever it is that you're dealing with, whatever it is that's happening in your life at the moment, even if you don't know where you're going, because that's what the Chariot and the clouds are telling you, just know that you are loved, unconditional love, unconditional acceptance, okay? You will be shown the way. There is a misunderstanding around you, and I think it's got to do with the home. But don't delay. Don't wait. Don't delay. It's time. The time is now. It's as good as time as any. So do what you need to do. Get going now to clear, to be focused, and to arrive at the destination that you need. So no more dilly-dallying. It's time to just get going and to do whatever it is that you need to. So friends, those of you who picked pile number 2, that is your reading for today. I do hope it helps you and guides you on your journey. I am sending you crazy amounts of love and blessings. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, because that's where you will find all my videos. And comment and let me know how you resonate with your message. You may log off as I move on to those who selected pile number 3. With love and blessings. Bye. All right. So to those of you who chose pile number 3, this is your pile over here. So thank you for joining and thank you for watching. Just in case you didn't watch the introduction and you haven't heard which cards we are working with today. Today we have a crystal card for you again, same as we did last week. I've also used my tea leaf fortune cards. I have used Ascended Masters Oracle cards. I've got tarot cards in for you, and we'll also be using the charms. So you're going to get a nice detailed message, hopefully giving you some guidance and inspiration today. Right, I'm just going to spread the cards out in the order that we're going to work with them. So the first card that we're going to look at is your crystal card, only because it doesn't have a back to it, so I can't hide it from you. And your crystal for the week is opal. Opal comes in such a variety of colors. It really is. It's beautiful. It's got that that stunning iridescent kind of glow to it. And as you turn it in the light, so you see all the different colors that come through. It is fairly readily available, but it is an expensive crystal. The key words for opal is magnifying, emotional, and prophecy. So it is such an interesting emotional stone. Magnifies situations, opportunities, and things like that, and all about prophecy. So those of you who are keen on working with increasing your ability to prophesize, you need to be using some opal in your life. Okay. So that is the opal stone. We'll see how that message connects and resonates with all these others. But before we move on to anything else, I want to take some charms. So these charms, each charm that I have in the bowl represents something, represents a message. So I'm going to give them a bit of a shuffle. They do make a little bit of noise, so just forgive me. But I'm going to give them a bit of a shuffle and to take out a couple of charms and to see the message. Okay, we've got quite a few, right? So let's have a look. We've got the dog, we've got the crow, we've got birds, we've got the coin, and we've got the bicycle. So just to repeat, the dog, the crow, birds and crow, same again. We've got the coin and we've got the bicycle. So dogs are all about friendship, loyalty, compassion, unconditional. The crow that we have here is about looking after your own interests. The crow is about taking what you want without thinking about other people. Birds are about chatter and communication and gossip. We've got the coin, which tells you choices, okay? Which side of the coin are you going to go for, top or bottom, side A, side B? And then we've got the bicycle, which talks about messages coming your way, right? So it'll be interesting to see how that all ties in with our opal, which is about magnifying, about our emotional sides, and about prophecy. These tea leaf cards don't like me to pick them up. There's 2 tea leaf cards, and they're actually just an extension of the charms because they do have just symbols on them, and each symbol has an interpretation. So let's have a look and see what we have. Right, so your tea leaf cards that we've chosen for you is the wedge and the hammock. So the wedge is telling you that someone or something is trying to come in between you and a friend or something. So there is a wedge that's being pushed in between you and whatever you want, whatever you're working towards and something like that. And the hammock is telling you taking a vacation physically, mentally. So if we look at going back to the charms and starting to bring the whole reading in together, you're obviously somebody who's loyal, who's dedicated, who is friendly, caring, considerate, compassionate, etc., because we've got the emotion of the opal card as well. We've got the crow who's telling you that you need to be a little bit more selfish. And the reason why I'm saying it's telling you to be a little bit more selfish is because we've got the wedge here. So something is wedging in between you and your goals, your dreams, your ambitions, your desires. You are such a loyal, friendly, caring person that you're just allowing this wedge to come in. So we need to start taking what is ours. Don't listen to the gossip. Don't listen to the chattering that's happening around you. Don't allow that. You've got a choice to make right now, okay? And you can choose to listen to the gossip, to listen to what's been said, or not. Watch out for a message, okay? Because that's what the bicycle is all about. It's a message coming to you. This taking a break, this hammock that we have, I don't think it's telling you to go on a vacation, although that would be great. I think what it's telling you is whatever the situation is that you're dealing with, whatever the situation where this wedge is coming in, take a break from fighting that. Take a break from trying to resolve that situation and just let it be for a minute, okay? Let's have a look at our tarot card and see how it ties into the overall message. And your tarot card is the King of Wands. I hope you can see that. And the King of Wands, he's all about control. He's all about dominance. Wands refers to what you do. So the work that you do, the career that you're in, whatever it is that you're working on at the moment. So the King is telling you about control and dominance. And we're saying take a break here, but isn't that how you take control? Because the more you try and fix something, the more you try and repair it, the deeper down the rabbit hole you fall. Whereas if you just stop everything that you're doing, just do nothing, just allow, take control, catch your breath so that you can figure out what needs to be done, okay? This wedge, we need to identify what it is, because maybe this is exactly what this particular session is telling us. I've just been reminded here that the opal is about magnifying. Magnifying, what do we do when we magnify something? We look deeper in, we look further in to see exactly what is there. So I think that's what the King of Wands is telling you. Remember, he's the king of his career. He's the king of the work that he does. So maybe he's telling us that we need to magnify. We need to look in. We need to stop being so loyal. We need to be the crow and take what is rightfully ours without listening to the chatter. We have a decision to make. There will be some kind of message coming through for us. And this person or this thing that is coming between you and what you want, just take a rest from it. Don't let it affect you, but be in control of working towards the goal that you have. Right. Awesome message so far. Let's have a look at your Ascended Masters card. And you've got Archangel Michael. And he tells you, you can do it. So obviously there's a little bit of doubt creeping into your mind. There's a little bit of doubt about whether you can actually do this, whether you have the information, the knowledge, the expertise, the experience, but it's telling you, Archangel Michael is confirming that you can actually do this. So you are in control. You know you are exactly where you need to be. You just need to slow down and stop for a minute, just catch your breath, so that you can identify this wedge. And when we rest and when we take it easy, it will go away. We need to magnify and amplify our emotional side so that we can see the truth, because maybe this situation or this person that is creating this wedge, or who is wedging themselves between you and your outcomes, maybe it's not somebody that you're aware of. Maybe it's the last person that you would expect it to be. Interesting set of charms there. So those of you who chose pile number 3, I do hope you have received the message that you need and the guidance that you need. I am sending you crazy amounts of love and blessings. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and to connect with me on Facebook. I'd love to hear what you thought of your reading, and I hope you have a beautiful Friday and an even better weekend. With love and blessings, friends. Take care.